Gravy. My name is Ross Mandel, and welcome to the show today. We're coming to you live from 5-Star Entertainment. Our studio is in Boca Raton, Florida, the lovely Boca Raton, Florida. I'm coming to you uncut, unfiltered, unedited. I'm uncensored. I look a little rehearsed today, and I am still, yes, I am under arrest. Hey, hey, hey! How is everybody out there? You know, I thought today we'd have a little chat about mathematical algorithms and as they pertain to search engine optimization. Wait a minute. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Today we're going to talk about the sweet science of boxing. We're going to talk about pugilism. We're going to talk about the Marcus de Queensberry rules. Last night I had the wonderful privilege of accompanying my team, my television crew, down to the American Airlines Arena. And what did we do? We put on the World Series of Boxing. It was Miami versus Memphis. You know, it's just a fantastic thing. As you know, we did a special, we did a broadcast on MMA Mandel style. Am I right or wrong? And today we're going to do a little bit about boxing, and we're going to talk about the World Series of Boxing. And if I could get this headgear off, it's important it doesn't get punched off. And it stays on, because holy cow, it's worth all that stress, everybody, because man, when you start getting punched in the head, you know, you could clearly understand that I've taken one too many in my day. Now, so we had the privilege last night of going down to the American Airlines Arena, 5-Star Entertainment, and we put on the World Series of Boxing in the American Airlines Arena. It'll be aired on Versus Network in about a week, and the concept is the Olympic Committee, the United States Olympic Committee and others related to the business are selling franchises in various cities and countries around the world. And these cities/countries field teams. Last night, the city of Memphis was fighting the great city of Miami. And they put on 5 fights. Each fight is 5 rounds. And obviously, in boxing, we have weight classes. So there were 5 different weight classes participating last night. I got to tell you, this is exciting. Now, these are younger guys. They're pros. They're top-ranked amateurs. Many of them have had 100 fights. Many of them have fought in the Olympics, the Olympic trials and whatnot. And these kids know this is a chance to be on national television. National television. It's on Versus TV. Big arena, American Airlines Arena, where the Miami Heat play. They have a team in L.A., and they fight in the Nokia Center, where the Los Angeles Lakers play. I mean, this is big stuff. There are teams being formed internationally and franchises being offered in Germany, in the Soviet Union, Russia, in places like Kazakhstan and Korea and so forth. And now they're spreading throughout the United States, utilizing the TV exposure as a platform. Now, many of you are aware that mixed martial arts, the UFC and promotions like that, have sort of dominated the news media, television. It's just a phenomenal up and growing sport. Because in MMA, what we do is we fight stand-up. We fight dirty boxing. And then what we do is we grip. We have, if you notice the gloves from the last webcast we did, your fingers are exposed because you need to grip. Because you're going to grapple, you're going to wrestle, you're going to jiu-jitsu. You're going to grab. Boxing is a martial art. It's a full-on combat sport. And it's really about hand fighting, fist fighting. It's a stand-up game. And it's, you know, who's got the best hands? Who can inflict the most damage? This goes back thousands and thousands of years. You know, combat fighting. And about 1867 or so, forgive me if I'm not 100% correct, the Marquis de Queensberry in London, in England, established a set of rules to which we abide by today. And most fights are around 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds. You have weight classes, things you can and cannot do. Your ultimate goal is the knockout or the stoppage, the TKO. or of course it can go to a decision. There are generally 3 judges. I got to say, last night the fights were outstanding. You know, guys, unlike many pros that play it safe, because there's big money on the line, these younger kids, they got to fight. They got to go in and fight, because it's not big money, but it's a big opportunity. Get on television, fight in the American Airlines Arena, fight in the Nokia Center, and so forth. This is your chance. So, you know, you're not going to dance around. You're not going to stick and move. You're going to get in there more and fight. And that's what I believe the promoters are encouraging. And you're going to get very high level, high quality of fighting. Now, to me, fighting, whether it's MMA or the sweet science of boxing, pugilism, you know, it sort of resembles life. It resembles life. You know, it's like you get up every morning and you get in the ring and you move around, and sometimes you hit, you strike in life, and many times you get hit. You get hit. You know, you're ducking, you're bobbing, you're moving, you're weaving. You know, you never square up, so to speak. My trainer says blade. It means I'm too squared up. I gotta show him a shoulder. Yeah? Protect myself. Fighting resembles life. You know, it's not a matter of how hard you hit. It's how hard you can get hit and keep on coming. Everybody gets knocked down. In life, in fighting, in love, all of it. It's how you can take the hit and keep going forward. I post a saying on my Facebook wall, from Rocky Balboa. You know, you know what you're worth, and you got to go get what you're worth. And you can't be blaming other people. But it's all about, nobody hits as hard as life. That's what he says. And it's about just keep going forward. So in the life of an actual fight, you're actually looking at a segment of someone's life. And that's what I love about it, because it's about passion, it's about belief, it's about preparation and training. It's about, you know, having a heart, having the balls or the courage to get in there and take the hits. Sometimes you got to take the hits to give a hit. And if that's not what life is all about. Now, as you know, my name is Ross Mandel. I am under arrest. You want to talk about taking a hit? Getting hit by the United States government? It's brutal. But you want to know what? I keep coming. I keep coming. The fact that I'm not guilty is a big deal. But you know what? In life, you just got to keep going. You don't lay down. The true test of a champion, the true measure of a champion is how often you can get off the floor and keep on coming at life. You know, persistence and determination are omnipotent. And I will tell you, because I've been in some fights, in the ring, in the cage, in court, and in life. And I will say this to you. It's easy to pack it in. It's easy to quit. And it's easy to be afraid. That's okay. But to behave, to live in fear is not okay. And so if anybody can relate to any of this, I'm so happy, because we're all in for a fight. 2011 is going to be a great year. It's going to be a year to fight and to conquer and to win. And it's not just about winning the fight. It's about conquering yourself, conquering your fear, mastering the emotions. You know, it's scary sometimes. But guess what? Just because it's scary doesn't mean you have to act or behave scared. And that's what I love about fighting. I love that it's a microcosm of life. When you start out in the ring, you feel young, you're fit, you're strong, you've trained. Believe me, by the second or third round, you're middle-aged at best, because it's draining. Your adrenaline is off the charts. Why? Because someone's trying to hit you. Wow, that's an experience. It's just like life. By the championship rounds, towards the end of the fight, the last 2-3 rounds, you're talking about, that's old age. You can barely move. You can barely feel. Your legs might be quivery. You got hurt and pain and numb. But you continue to go on if you got the heart of a champion. I love this kind of thing because it's so true. And I just want you guys to understand what a privilege it was last night. The World Series of Boxing had us down there. They had me listen and watch and observe. I got to see some old friends, Dr. Alan Fields, who was a doctor back when Cassius Clay was still Cassius Clay. He's the first ever doctor inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame. Tom Malloy, Tom, baby. He's the commissioner of the state of Florida. He regulates the boxing and the MMA commissions. He's up in Tallahassee. His physical presence has to be at every single fight, and he runs a tight ship. He's an ex-Marine. He's an ex-Long Island guy, and what a terrific character. Scott Woolley, I want to thank you. Scott is the chairman and CEO of 5 Star Entertainment. He's the principal owner of this TV studio that's been supportive of me and a lot of my endeavors, and very supportive of the talk show that'll be coming soon. Yes! You'll get to see me on a regular basis saying, "How do you do? What's up, bro? What's shaking, baby?" What can I tell you? I'm feeling goofy. I'm feeling silly. I'm so excited to be here. I had such a good time. Last night, I was taking pictures at the stadium and in the TV truck, and I was shooting them off everywhere. There's some footage of me that'll be released one day at the fights and in the back and in the arena and all that. Just, Ross being Ross. It's pretty cute if you ask me. And, my name is Ross Mandel. That's SSLL. I am on Facebook. Please friend me. I have a website. That's rossmandel.com. I have a YouTube page. It's Ross H. Mandel at youtube.com. I mean, we're killing them. We're killing them. I mean, tens and tens of thousands of views. And I'm just so grateful. My personal email is ross@rossmandel.com. I am humbled. I am humbled and grateful. Your comments have been touching me. And I feel you guys. And you can rest assured that it stays here with me. But some of the things that have been shared with me, and many of you know who you are, I'm so grateful and I feel so God blessed today that you guys are in my life and part of my life. Because, when you share personal things and private stuff, shame goes away and embarrassment gets cut in half. We're only as sick as our secrets, and the second you share a secret, it's cut in two. I love you guys, and tomorrow I got a special show. We got a special guest, and it's going to be crazy. I'm Ross Mandel. It's so great to see you guys today. Have a great night.